The world of AI and robotics is an ever-evolving one. One minute we're talking about robots that can run. The next we hear that one company somewhere just produced a robot that can dunk better than LeBron James. You just can't catch a break in this industry, and because of that, this video has the top AI robotics news of May. By the end of this video, you're going to know all May's juicy updates. And yeah, if you're really into AI and robotics, or you want to get involved with it, I'll strongly advise you subscribe to this channel and turn your notifications on. If you just did that, congratulations! You just secured a front row seat in the home of AI and robotic updates. You really need to watch this video to the end, as I have interesting information about what some scientists in South Korea are up to. Without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into it. This particular news is really mind-blowing and revolutionary, and we'll have to go all the way to China for this one. A Chinese company based in Shenzhen called Astrobot has dropped a bombshell. They just released a humanoid robot that easily outperforms other robots. This robot is called the S1 and is described as the next generation robot. You can't help but call the S1 the next generation robot because it performs tasks at an artificial general intelligence level, AGI in short. In case you don't know what AGI is, just know it's like a step up from the normal AI level. It is a type of intelligence that emulates human learning, problem solving, and reasoning abilities. For a very long time, AGI has been on the dream board of scientists, but right now, with what's going on in Astrobot, it looks like a reality already. So let's talk about Astrobot S1. First, this robot doesn't need human intervention to operate and perform tasks. With the interpretation of a large language model, the robot is able to respond to queries and understand its environment without human intervention. But that's not all. This robot's ability to make its own decisions is not the only impressive thing about it. The effectiveness it shows when it carries out tasks is also extremely impressive. The robot's speed and smoothness are unmatched. This robot can chop vegetables, open bottles, pour wine, fold clothes, and in fact flip sandwiches in a frying pan. Even if I can't do that one well. And all this is done with a high level of precision and calculated speed. As a matter of fact, the S1 can handle a payload of 10 kilograms per arm and move at a top speed of 10 meters per second. Compared to other robots like the Boston Dynamics robots, the Astrobot S1 is king and is a leading example in humanoid robotics as it is finally making artificial general intelligence look like a reality. But should we be surprised? I mean, it's China. They've always been passionate about robots. If anyone will be able to properly develop artificial general intelligence, it's these guys. But there's a little twist in it. Some people are a bit skeptical about the S1, mainly because of the reports that it's fully autonomous and the AGI. AGI is really huge and a difficult feat to accomplish, which explains that side of the doubts people have. But what I'll say is this: sooner or later, AGI will become a reality. So what if with the S1, AGI will come sooner than later? But in the general sense of things, with the amazing physical capacity of the S1, the robot is truly a revolutionary one and a sure sign that there'll still be more advancements in the world of AI and robotics. But wait a minute, the birth and amazing qualities of S1 isn't the only impressive robotics news the month of May has for us. There's something else. What if I showed you a clip of a robot dog balancing on moving yoga balls? Yes, I know it's crazy, and that leads us to the second part of this video. Scientists at the University of Pennsylvania, University of Texas, Austin. The name of this technique is Dr. Eureka, and with this technique, robots can finally train themselves. There's a whole lot of technical talk to this, so I'll try not to bore you with it. With Dr. Eureka, robots are taught new skills through simulations, and then these skills are transferred into the real world as seamlessly as possible. This new system incorporates large language models, LLM in short, into robotic reinforcement learning, representing a significant improvement in automating and advancement in the reward design process. Normally, reward functions for robots are created manually, and trust me, It's a really slow, intense, and highly human labor demanding process because there have to be repeated adjustments to align the outcome of the simulation results with the real-world situations and dynamics. Dr. Eureka looks to sideline these tedious processes, and this is where the large language model comes in. LLM is able to properly combine domain randomization configuration and reward function for situations in real-life transfer. The need for meaningful intervention has now decreased drastically. This technique first uses large language model to create the simulation environment where the robots can safely explore all the tasks without any risk. While this initial process is going on, the large language model focuses on domain randomization and reward function synthesis. After the robots have passed the simulation stage, the newly acquired skills and behaviors are transferred to the physical robots. Normally, this transfer is a real challenging task, and Dr. Eureka looks to combat that by intensely refining and testing the robot's response to different physical situations. From the clip playing right now, we see robots working on yoga balls. The robots in that clip were trained using the technique. They were trained in an environment that closely replicates how a moving ball will feel, from the weight and balance distribution to the difference in surface texture. The robots were able to learn how to maintain balance and correct their movement in real life and the skills needed to perform on that unstable surface. That right there shows how effective Dr. Eureka is in handling difficult tasks. Now let's talk about what South Korean scientists are cooking. I'm sure you've seen movies with human-looking robots. Well, my friends, South Korean scientists are tired of seeing these androids in movies, but they want to see them in real life and live with them. Yes, you saw that right. They're now using 3D printers to make their realistic robots. A South Korean 3D printer and 3D design service provider, namely Glock, has already started mass production of numerous realistic robots with its fleet of large format Cubicon S SLA printers. South Korea is taking 3D printing very seriously now. As a matter of fact, the 3D printing industry in the country is already valued at over $1 billion. One thing I know for sure is that 3D printing is going to change the whole game and take AI and robotics to the next level. Because with the necessary materials and the 3D printers, you can print anything you imagine, from common objects to body parts and ultimately full human-looking androids. And not just, with 3D printer production speed is greatly increased. Very soon, we'll be living with androids, and it won't really be shocking anymore. But trust the next piece of news I have for you will shock you. OpenAI is ready to change the whole game. ChatGPT is about to get a lot smarter and fun to use. On the 13th of May, OpenAI announced a new model of GPT-4o. This one is an update to the previous GPT-4. And let's say OpenAI are banking on this new model to keep them ahead of rivals like Gemini and Meta. This new model would be able to serve as a personal assistant. It would be able to understand video, audio, and even sense emotions and talk with a normal human voice. Now I know who, or should I say what, to complain to when my date cancels on me. Also, this new model supports more than 50 languages. Unless you live under a rock, you should not have problems communicating with GPT-4o, and wait till you hear the best part. OpenAI decided to make it available to unpaid customers. Imagine gaining access to OpenAI's most advanced model for free. And that's a wrap, friends. AI and robot news in May. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for GPT-4o? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you in the next video.